Now it came to pass, when Jesus finished commanding his 12 disciples, that he departed from there to teach and to preach in their cities. And when John had heard in prison about the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples, and he said to him, "Are you the coming one, or do we look for another?" Jesus answered and said to them, "Go, and tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see, and the lame walk. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who is not offended because of me." As they departed, Jesus began to say to the multitudes concerning John, "What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft garments? Indeed, those who wear soft clothing are in king's houses. But what did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I say to you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, 'Behold, I send my messengers before your face, who will prepare your way before you.' Assuredly, I say to you, among those born of a woman, there has not risen one greater than John the Baptist. But he is who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. But for all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you are willing to receive it, he is Elijah who is to come. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. But to what shall I liken this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplace and calling to their companions and saying, 'We played the flute for you, and you did not dance, and we mourned to you, and you did not lament.' For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, 'He has a demon.' The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, 'Look, a glutton and a winebibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners.' But wisdom is justified by her children." David built houses for himself in the city of David, and he prepared a place for the ark of God, and pitched a tent for it. Then David said, "No one may carry the ark of God but the Levites, for the Lord has chosen them to carry the ark of God, and to minister before him forever." And David gathered all Israel together at Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the Lord to its place, which he had prepared for it. Then David assembled the children of Aaron and the Levites of the sons of Kohath, Uriel the chief, and 120 of his brethren of the sons of Merari, Asai the chief, the 220 of his brethren of the sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, and 130 of his brethren of the sons of Elizaphan, Shemaiah the chief, and 200 of his brethren of the sons of Hebron, Elaliel the chief, and 80 of his brethren of the sons of Uzal, Abinadab the chief, and 112 of his brethren. And David called for Zadok and Abiathar the priest, and for the Levites, for Uriel, Asaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, and Eliel, and Aminadab. He said to them, "You are the heads of the father's house of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves, you and your brethren, that you may bring up the ark of the Lord, God of Israel, to the place I have prepared for it. For because you did not do it with the first time, the Lord our God broke out against us, because we did not consult him about the proper orders. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves and to bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel. And the children of the Levites bore the ark of God on their shoulders by its poles, as Moses had commanded according to the word of the Lord. Then David spoke to the leaders of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers, accompanied by instruments of music, stringed instruments, harps, and cymbals, by raising the voice with a resounding joy. So the Levites appointed Heman, the son of Joel, and his brethren, Asaph, the son of Barak, and their brethren, the sons of Merari, Ethan, the son of Cushiah, and with them their brethren of the second rank, Zechariah, Ben, Jaziel, Shemaramoth, Jael, Uni, Eleb, Benaniah, Matthiah, Mechaniah, Obed-Edom, and Jeel, the gatekeepers. The singers Heman, Asaph, and Ethan were to sound the cymbals of bronze. Zechariah, Ezekiel, Shemaramoth, Jeel, Uni, Elab, Messiah, and Benaiah with the strings according to Alamoth, Matthiah, Eliphela, Mechaniah, Obed-Edom, Jeel, and Azaziah to direct with the harps on the Shemaniah. Chiniam, the leader of the Levites, was instructed in charge of the music because he was skillful. Berechiah and Elkanah were doorkeepers for the ark. Shebaniah, Joshaphat, Nathanael, Amasai, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eliezer, these priests, were to blow the trumpets before the ark of God, and Obed-Edom and Jai, the doorkeepers before the ark. So David and the elders of Israel and the captains over thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom with joy. And so it was, when God helped the Levites who bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord, that they offered 7 bulls and 7 rams. David was clothed with a robe of fine linen, as were all the Levites who bore the ark. The singers, and Kenshaniah, the music master, with the singers. David also wore a linen ephod. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with the shouting and with the sound of the horn, with trumpets and with the cymbals, and making music with stringed instruments and harps. And it happened, as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came to the city of David, and that Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David whirling and playing music, and she despised him in her heart.